changing my model of sales, and I was doing a lot of referral marketing as well, and that was helpful. Teaching people what kind of clients I wanted, and so that was working. And then all of a sudden, I learned the techniques of 1 hour data, six figures, and the 10-minute calls, and that's what really changed it.
If we take a moment in time just to go back, can you describe how life was before you had all of this? Like just, before you had the more business, more life mentality, like what was that like? Just so everyone knows where you were.
Yeah, so it was, let's see, I've been running my own business since 2000. And so, it was always a lot of ups and downs, as everyone knows who owns and runs their own business. Um, and it was often challenging, even though we did marketing, on finding those right clients. And often, I told you everything looks like a nail. So we were taking as many clients as we could get. It was always that push to get the client to close the deal, to send the proposal, and then to call them, and then to call them, and then to call them to see if you won the bid. So that was the story of the process of sales, and obviously that could be very stressful at times when you're the captain of the ship and you're trying to get enough resources to keep the ship moving, and feed all of the birds in your nest that you have as the leader. And so, I started in the mentorship. Actually, started with the classes for years. More business, more life, and clear path to customers, and all of the classes that you had offered. And so, all of a sudden, changing my model of sales, and I was doing a lot of referral marketing as well, and that was helpful. Teaching people what kind of clients I wanted,
Yep.
and so that was working. And then all of a sudden, I learned the techniques of 1 hour data, six figures, and the 10-minute calls. And that's what really changed it. And so just getting out my phone or my contact sheet list and starting to call people and asking them how I could help them, framed it in such a way that making those calls weren't so scary. They weren't, they, it didn't feel dirty. It didn't feel like I was just calling to get the sale. I was just calling to get the job. I'm just calling to make money off of you. Instead, it was an honest conversation of what's challenging you right now. And then at the end of that conversation, if the challenge is something that I could help them with, then it's a perfect fit. And so that also goes back to your question on how were you more successful this year than I was the year before, especially in the middle of a pandemic. And so it really was that sales model that really gravitated towards me. I was like, what, Steve, you're telling me I could call people and then I can ask them how I can help them, and then I could possibly get sales out of that? Are you freaking kidding? That's all I
Yeah.
need to do? Like, yeah, I would love to call people all day long and ask them how I could help them. And then all of a sudden I'm getting paid for that. And I'm finding these clients that are, you know, I really gravitating towards as far as a wow client. And all of a sudden I'm doing what I love. I'm helping all of these people. And even the people that aren't my clients, I'm helping them too. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. And it is that simple. And obviously we're not going over the step by steps, but there is a procedure for a short call, and that's what we call the 10-minute call. And then this way you can touch more lives in shorter period of time versus spending an hour with them. Hey there, I want to give you something really big. It's called Clear Path to Customers. It's the way that we get the right language to get the right client. I like to call them your wow clients, so that you can have more results, more revenue, more raving fans, and more referrals. And I want to give this to you absolutely free. And all you have to do is go to stevenapolitan.com to check it out, or you can look at the description here. We'll put the details there. As always, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom.